Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nitrix here, and today I'm here to give you guys this current state of affairs of Apex Legends. Being that we are getting an update on a lot of things, including the Battle Pass, some of the legends, as well as some other little worldly news. But before I get into that right now, I would like you guys to please head over to Jackson Beats channel. This man will always be making these mad remixes here and there, and I gotta say, to this day, I still be using them. So yeah, give this man a sub count. He really deserves it. Anyways, back to the video. So Respawn happened to be pulling out all the stops towards the end of this twisted year, despite what's going on, C-Virus. Anyways, apparently it has come to my attention that they haven't really announced or talked much about the Switch release, or even mentioned it during the whole aftermarket event. Now, it is apparent that we haven't really seen the gameplay or anything of the Switch, but I can guarantee that they're still working on it because according to one of the articles, they can't really speak much on the matter. But the good thing that I know of is that they are still in development of the Switch version, and what I can kind of confirm, but I wouldn't say it's coming from the officials or anyone, is what I can guarantee is somewhere in the midst of Season 7, we're gonna see the Switch come out with Apex Legends. Somewhere in the midst of Season 7, we're gonna have the Switch version of Apex Legends coming out. I'm not sure exactly when, but I know it has to be during Season 7, because that's probably when they're gonna have cross-play along with every other thing figured out by then. Now, speaking of the next season on Apex, they happen to change the release date for Season 7. Being that originally Season 7 was going to come out on November 15th or 14th, around those type of dates, they have decided to change it to November 4th for its release. I don't know why they did it so early. I'm guessing that they probably got done with something that's been holding them back. So now they're pushing out their content as best they can to kind of please their fans in an early release. I mean, whether if you consider this fortunate or not, it's here and it's coming. So, it's kind of good news. Outside of that, we were given a new map, which it was originally going to be called Tropical Island, but I believe that was by its code name, since they were trying to figure out what type of placement or what it's supposed to be held with. Now, honestly, I'm just going to stick to the story and say that it's going to be called Olympus, because the weapon charm you get from completing your quests is called the Omnibus, which honestly, it's a weird looking bus. Which also, for further evidence, this was dated back to where we're supposed to have a new type of transversal vehicle similar to the trains back on World's Edge. They decided to put a new type of vehicle in the game, being a bus, which I don't know how they're gonna work. But for Olympus, it's supposed to be this giant city with a whole bunch of beaches everywhere. I was gonna say bitches by accident, but beaches just playing everywhere. Now, I'm pretty sure for Olympus, they're having a lot of close quarter choke points put into the map, so that way we can kind of change a little bit in gameplay between King's Canyon and World's Edge and Olympus itself. Honestly, I kind of thought that we were going to have Angel City. I mean, that's what I initially think when I'm looking at Olympus. It's Angel City, but it's not Angel City. Anywho, I was going to upload my Fright trailer reaction on YouTube as a separate video, but I decided to compile it with the video itself here and now instead of do something else. Even though this is what I did before with Season 6 reveal trailer, because I seen the video and then I was looking at the Battle Pass and I had everything kind of figured out and patched together from what I saw. So, without further words to delay the inevitable, this is my initial reaction of this trailer. Alright, here we go. Show me what you got. Alright, here we go, Revenant. You get. Oh, no! No! Oh, he killed the witch. And the zombies are back.
I'm sorry, friends, but you're going to become a
So is King's Canyon. Oh! Oh, the wall run. Shell Squad. Yeah, I might have to watch this over later. Yeah! Yeah! Where was that when that happened the first time, huh? Huh, Respawn? Final Death. Cosmetics, yeah. I remember that. Oh! Yeah, I remember that. Oh! Oh, okay.
You chose the wrong door to knock on.
What? Oh! Alright, get in there, Revenant. Get in there, Revenant. Oh, man! Revenant Inception right there. So one of the things I'd like to mention from that whole video reaction that I did is they're never going to add wall run as a default thing for other legends to do. Even though that would be cool, but it's the fact that it kind of defeats the purpose of Apex Legends, being that they don't want this game to be like Titanfall. This game here is simply a boots on the ground type of game. Well, even though, you know, Octane and other legends have ways of being off the ground, it's still a game that kind of focuses on different types of dynamics. You know, being that this game has more like basic ground combat and maybe some gimmicks here and there that only other legends can pull off because that's what they can do and that's what they offer. And that's their whole special trait. Now, when it comes down to the parkour and everything, a lot of people may sit there and think it's not going to make the game bad. No, it kind of will change the way how it would flow, how it would go out. I mean, if you get what I'm saying, then you probably understand why they're not going to do it. Now, I honestly love the idea that they are adding it, but that would mean that this mode has to be like a permanent mode. Unfortunately, they're not going to make most of these modes permanent. Most of these LTMs are just going to be temporary. I honestly wish that instead of taking off these modes, you know, bring them in at random, like have a rotation throughout the week. Be like, okay, for this week we have Shadowfall, then this week you got Flashpoint, then this week you have Armed and Dangerous, and then this week you have Control, and then this week you have Always Be Closing, and then this week you have Evolve, and then this week, you see my point, right? At least you have more variety of what you're giving your fans, while also making sure that your game is not, you know, overloading for you guys. Now, I'm saying this because the game does deserve a quiet bit of content to kind of keep your people enthused and wanting to keep playing the game and see it popping. I tried tweeting to one of the developers and seeing that they ever have like ideas for this type of mode or that type of mode. I haven't gotten anything back, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, you know, Apex is still booming despite the fact that other people sit there like, you know, I'm on 4, or you know, I quite taken a liking to Warzone, and I don't think I'm ever gonna come back to Apex. I mean, you know, what y'all do is what y'all do. But other than that, Apex itself is still trying to pop out content like a loose gumball machine. And I think it's pretty cool that we still got things going on for this game. I don't know what else to really say now. Other than that, you know, I'll leave a sign saying, you know, November 4th, be on the ready, because that's when the next season for Apex is coming out. Season 7. The newest legend is going to be Horizon. And the last thing I forgot to mention before I stop talking and end the video is that Mirage and Rampart will be updated, but that's only going to be on the opening of Season 7. Being when Season 7 comes around, they're going to get a new buff. Mirage is supposed to have a buff for his ultimate, where it's like he's a lot stronger. Alright man, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to Jackson Beats as always, you know, he makes good beats. And subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, you know, like the content and everything else. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.